Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. I want to do some upfront apologies right now that there's someone making construction noise in the apartment building right now, but I need to film. So I will try and make sure I get background noise out, but I apologize. If I hear it again, I will try and pause so I can cut it out, but there may be some background noise. But for this week, we are using in my press inserts this Scribble Prints Co kit called Fall Vibes, and this was an autumn exclusive kit that Dusk drew for SBC, and I love it so much. I think it's so pretty. And in my kit lineup, I actually paired it with an SBC green foil, but I changed my mind literally as I sat down to plan. I changed it to use this sparkly orange maple leaf foil from Caress Press. Because I had chosen the green foil to actually use later in this year. I thought, I don't know if I want to use it so close together. And actually the orange would look really pretty in it because it's not a main color in the kit. So I switched to that leaf design and I really love the way it looks. I only end up using the bottom washi bow, the full box overlays, the date covers, and the whole fiat reinforcers in the actual base. I will be bringing in the deco pieces, and I use these scripts and icons throughout, but I decided not to use the glitter header overlays just because I don't always like to do that. I don't know why, I just don't. I like it to be a bit more chill personally, but for this is the week of the September 23 to 29, so the last week of September. And I'm looking out my window right now. The leaves in our tree are half orange, so we're definitely in the fall of vibes here. I got the jumper on. I've got my Bombers house socks on, so we're getting snugly in the new cold weather. Still a lot of sun, which is nice though. But we've had a bit of rain this week, and it's just a perfect set. We're really getting into autumn now. But let's finish up with the base. I did do a color blocking in a different way than it's actually outlined in the kit because I like the darker colors throughout more, so we'll see that in a second. But let's actually start on the day by day. Hello there, it is me. But on the side I just had my current audiobook, The Mercy of Gods, which I finished this week. That is a new book by James S.A. Corey in a new series. They wrote The Expanse. And then I have my to-do list here, a journal setup, request my US box, and also work on a custom for Andrea. I still have one more day of work to do on it, but I would say I'd take it off because we got a lot done this week. And I did get my journal setup done by Friday, and you would have seen that. And it looks like you guys really enjoyed that video, so there will definitely be more journaling videos coming out. I just actually did a voiceover on one, but I had to do the voiceover 4 times because I did one voiceover and then somehow I didn't notice that halfway through the video there was an error and it stopped recording my voice. So I talked for the rest of the video, and then I kept trying to refill in that thing, but I couldn't remember what I talked about. And so in the end, I decided to wipe it all and restart the whole voiceover, and I could not remember what I had talked about previously already. I got so confused, but I think it's still a good video, and it was a really good, I was very, very proud of my October journaling pages, so you'll see that on Friday if you're watching this video when it goes up on Wednesday, so it'll be up very soon. But yeah, so now I need to film this, and now of course they've started some construction, although it's stopped for a second here, so we'll see how it goes. But let's fill in this last week with our stickers. So oh, I just heard hammering. Anyway, I actually have no idea what they're doing. All of a sudden there's drilling sound and hammering. I don't know what they're fixing in this apartment building, but whatever. So Monday, as always, we have Coffee Monday, just set a little ritual. And then I had my October kit lineup go up on Monday. And I started working, I finished up. I'm using these really big work stickers, but I think they look cute with this, they're a bit more neutral design. But I think they're from Bare Necessities Sticker Co. But yeah, I started doing work here. Actually, I think I finished up my Christmas set. And I will say on Thursday it came out, but I with all the other stuff that I put on that day, I decided I didn't really have room to put that I did my new release. So that's one new release we're not getting into the planner. Apologies, vintage Christmas new release, but it is up if you're looking for a more classic vintagey Christmas set. Yeah, so I think I finished work on it this day while I was reading The Mercy of Gods, an audiobook, and then I did the listings here. So let me see what I can actually fit on in this day. I guess we're just gonna put as a little thing here. All right, so yeah, we're gonna put in reading an audiobook. I'm just gonna use this little audiobook doodle. And then we have listings on the computer. And then I actually did some journaling. I started working on that journal setup that I put up on Friday. My 2024 journal setup. And then I finished my Kindle book this day, which was The Poison Song by Jen Williams. And it was the third book in the trilogy, so I finished it and I gave it 5 stars. Loved it so much. I'll talk a little bit more about it, but not actually about the book on Friday, just about the books if you're interested. But yeah, I thought it was really, really good. Loved that, and I've got on my TBR now her duology, which I think actually finishes this month in October. I think it's called Talon Sister or something like that. Anyway, I'm definitely looking into reading more of Jen Williams because I really enjoyed this trilogy. I ate up all 3 books in a couple of weeks in September. It's kind of crazy. And then here I'm just going to write in journaling. So that was my Monday. On Tuesday, we're just going to put in that it was payday. Just Tuesday is payday. And then I had to do some editing on my journaling that I did. They were very, you guys saw, it was still an hour-long video, but I ended up filming almost 4 hours of footage altogether that I had to cut down. So I did some editing. I think I did the first big lot of it on Monday night, edited it all down. I think I edited out like an hour this day of the footage, an hour and a half maybe. And then I did some custom work, so that was all good. Yeah, the journal editing was a lot more involved than what it is in these Plan With Me's are a lot less involved for editing, which is quite funny. So the next thing is, obviously while I was working, I was again listening to my audiobook. Because it was so good, I loved it. I gave it 4 stars, The Mercy of Gods, in the end. And I'm really looking forward to where the series goes. I just really like the way James S.A. Corey write. So, yeah. And I love having another sci-fi. Although going through my journal, I've realized like how much sci-fi I've read this year. It's definitely been more of a sci-fi year for me. I got a whole lot of it in there. And then we ended up getting Vibami for lunch, so I got a banh mi. Vibami is a Vietnamese restaurant here. And then for dinner, we made our own burgers. And then I just read a short story this day called Void by Veronica Roth, and that was for like my alphabet challenge. I got a V book done. That was also sci-fi, and I did actually enjoy it, although I gave it 3 stars because I found it, while I enjoyed it overall, I felt like the timeline was really confused. Because there was some timey-wimey stuff happening, okay? And I felt like she didn't explain it properly and it kept repeating. And I felt like every time it repeated what the timelines were, they were kind of wrong. I was very confused in the timeline. And I also felt that even though it was like a 50-page book, she repeated some information like a couple of times that did not have to be repeated. I was like, that's a wasted sentence. You have so little book here, you shouldn't be repeating. It needed to be a bit more edited, a bit more of the timeline planned down. I think that was my issues with Void. But otherwise, I enjoyed the subject matter. So that was my Tuesday. So on Wednesday, we had Plan With Me go live, of course. And I did some more journaling because the girl is a journaling girly right now. And then, of course, I did some work. Should put this here. And we'll do this first half of the day. Plan With Me. Which I may have filmed that morning. I can't remember. And then journaling. Just using some What's More Love stickers for the journaling. So I'm going to put that in. Alright, and then of course while I was working, I was listening to my audiobook, doing my little reading, really into it. And we also got bagels for lunch from Yeasty Boy, our usual bagel place. And then, oh yeah, for dinner that night, it was super cold and rainy and I was just feeling blech. So we ended up getting ramen delivered for dinner, and then we watched the new episode of Only Murders. Yeah, because we forgot to watch it on Tuesday. I don't know, we're just doing stuff. But we caught up on the next Only Murders that day. We didn't do much else on Wednesday. It was a pretty chill day. Alright, and that is the first half of the week. We'll add some deco bits when we are finished at the end. But let's get into Thursday. And yeah, it just ended up being like a big weekday, so I just didn't end up fitting. And I just had a lot of stickers here without putting in my, you know, the new release. So I know that Vintage Christmas came out that day, so no big deal. So starting from the end of the day here, I just want to fit those boxes in. So let's actually go back to the beginning. First thing in the morning, I called my dad, and yeah, had a good chat with my dad, had to talk about birthday things and whatnot, just catch up. And I also did the voiceover for Friday's video, so that was an hour long, that voiceover. So yeah, that took a big chunk of the day. And then of course, I was working on the custom for Andrea, and then listening to my audiobook at the same time. But I didn't have room either to put that voiceover in, so well, it's just the way it goes. This is a really big work sticker, and it's kind of gotten in the way, plus, you know, calling my dad and the voiceover, so it was a very big, busy day. But in terms of fitting stickers in, I didn't pick up a read sticker for my audiobook here. Read. And then I actually put some new nails on, which are these ones from Dashing Diva. Super pretty. I love the black, and then you have the flowers with the gold. Like them so much. And then it was episode 7 of the Rings of Power, and oh my gosh, I had to put it in this movie marquee with this beautiful big gem sticker from SPC because oh, it was a big episode. It was huge. I was shocked. I was screaming all episode long. Oh my god, so good. We have one more episode left, and well, if anything, it goes by the books. It's going to be a crazy episode again, but yeah, I had to use the movie marquee for this because it was huge. It was a big siege battle episode, and it was just, it was a lot. It was really good. So I had to put that in. Special. And then I started reading my next little book. It's just a short book called The Glass Hotel by Emily St. John Mandel. So I was reading Glass Hotel this time. Alright, then on Friday we had the video go up of that journal setup. If you missed it, it's a couple of videos ago, and it was my 2024 reading journal setup. It's an hour long, and I put as my sub sort of title of being like, yes, I know it's September lol, because September, setting up 2024, but look, I had stuff I wanted to put in and also just try it out for next year. So I had a lot of fun setting it up. It was good. Oh, nuts. That's why I didn't put in the read sticker. Because I actually finished The Mercy of Gods this day, which is why I didn't put in the read sticker. But I've run out of finished book stickers. I ran out of that on the Monday, so I'm going to write in here finished book. But yeah, I finished The Mercy of Gods this day. Really good. Loved it. Love me some James S. Corey. So we have the journal setup went up, and then for lunch we got Subway because we were feeling blurg and just tired. So we got Subway for lunch. I was running out of like icons in this from Crest Press in this foil because the icons on her sheet are like this. So I just used a little car for like, delivery. And then I was just doing some more custom work. All right. And then this day I actually got Happy Mail in. This was my US. I had to request a new way before I was supposed to request it because the very first items in my box. So they only hold items in my box, like my packages, for 30 days. And so basically the next month on the date of the first package, they start being like, we have to charge you $1 a day or something to continue storing it. And the first lot of stuff in my box currently was the 14th of September. And well, I'm going to the UK on the 15th of October. I'm not coming back until the 18th. And so I didn't, and then I would have to request it around that time if I waited. And I really didn't want to perhaps not be home when they delivered the package, be overseas. So I just requested everything in the box at this point this week, and I got delivered on Friday. But now I don't think I had anything delivered till the 27th. So now I have till the 27th of October to request the next box without having to do any holding package fees. So it was good to do. Yeah, I really had to do that. So I wouldn't be hit with that awkwardness. So I got some stuff early, but it's not enough stuff to do a haul. So it's just gonna have to wait. But I got some important things in there for especially my work setup. All right, so we got Happy Mail, and then we were watching Frasier, and I did some more journaling. And then I finished The Glass Hotel this night. I think they're only 200, 300 page books, so they didn't take very long to read. So then we come onto on the weekend, and I decided not to do any work this weekend. I did none whatsoever both days, so that was nice. Had a proper rest. But on Saturday, I actually got up at 7 a.m. and then I ended up making eggs and bacon for breakfast. And then we put some clothes in the wash. And we're watching Frasier. And then finally here, I wanted to put in that I just did more journaling. I've been playing with my journal a lot. It's been really nice. I think I actually set up a spread that I'm going to do for Planmas, an actual normal Bujo setup for Planmas. So it's a December Bujo setup. Because I'm only reading journaling right now. I'm not Bujoing, but I don't know. I penciled that out to see to start a video for Planmas because I need to start pre-filming it. Otherwise I'll get, because I'm doing 25 days of Planmas. So you need to pre-film a bunch of it, otherwise it's just too crazy. So I started doing that. I was very happy to use a little paw print for Frasier because, Eddie, if you watch the show, little Eddie, the cute dog. On the bottom here, I'm just going to put that I started the book that comes after Glass Hotel, which is Sea of Tranquility. But by that afternoon, Locke and I both had a nap. I don't know, I feel like we've been fighting off a little illness or something like that. I know, a cold, just been feeling black. So we both ended up napping this day. Where did I get this nap sheet from? I could have sworn I got it off one of my, oh, I'm confused. I'm pretty sure I got it off this coffee pack. Oh, I guess, oh, the brown of these people, it matches the... Okay, so the colors of the clothes are gray, but the hair matches the color. Okay, I wasn't sure how these scribbles work. I wasn't paying attention. I was like, why is this gray? But anyway, whatever. Had it up, and then we tried out this new restaurant called Tawuk Lab, and it's a Syrian restaurant, and Tawuk is like a style of cooking chicken. Anyway, we got a bunch of stuff. We got like a big platter of baba ganoush, and had like pomegranate molasses on it. Oh my god, it was so good. And an eggplant, of course, too. And then we also got these Tawuk wraps with the chicken inside, and they're wrapped in pita. And then we got some roast potatoes, and we also got this the dessert of the Persian fairy floss or candy floss. Do Americans call it candy floss? Candy clouds? I don't know. Fairy floss for me, but the Persian style of fairy floss, and it just said it was on fairy floss. We're like, oh cool, we like Persian fairy floss, so we got that. But it was actually like the fairy floss on top of rice pudding with vanilla ice cream. It was like a super light rice pudding, and there was like the rose water flavor in there and the pistachio. Oh my god, it was so good. So good. So we really love that. Oh, and the main thing is they had that Palestine cola for sale, which is like, there's like, one of the boycotts you can do is Coca-Cola, which I feel like is too hard for me personally, so I boycott other things for Palestine. You can't boycott everything, it's just too hard in life, but so we don't try and buy it like actively too much, but this Palestinian family in Sweden, I don't know if they already had the business or they started it because of this, but they created this Palestine cola flavor of their soft drinks. And I saw that this restaurant had it, so I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I want to taste it. And the proceeds do go to Palestine, and also just to the Palestinian diaspora around the world, and to uplift their culture and people and community. But it was really, really good. It was such a tasty cola. So if you see a Palestine cola, I totally recommend picking it up because it's so tasty. It was really good. So I saw that on their menu. I'm like, I have to try this. I've been seeing it on social media. So yeah, that was really good to be able to try it. And all the food was delish. And then I started reading Sea of Tranquility, as I said, the next book after Glass Hotel. And this book, where Glass Hotel was only like mildly a little bit sci-fi-y, supernaturally. Sea of Tranquility had a lot more sci-fi in it, I will say. So Sunday, we did more laundry. I had a lot of clothes backed up to wash because we were hoping during the week that the maintenance person would come and like fix our pipes, but they didn't. So this weekend we were finally able to like do all of our backed up clothes washing. And then I did some, I put planning sesh as a sticker from Crest Press here, but I was mostly working on a project that that's going to be part of Planmas. I'm reorganizing my character stickers, and I've had to do some preliminary work as it came in Happy Mail on Friday, and so I had to do some work on that. So I was just working with my project about my stickers, but I put planning sesh because I guess it kind of was. And then I baked chocolate cupcakes this day because I felt like it. Baked cupcakes. I've just been feeling so tired and just meh the end of this week. So cupcakes and chilling. We ended up watching a bunch of Frasier, and we watched most of it in bed actually. So we just chilled in bed watching Frasier. And then for dinner this night we had roast chicken and veg. And I finished The Sea of Tranquility. Those books did not take me very long to finish at all. So now I'm back to square one with both my audiobook and my Kindle book. I need to pick both new books to start reading today. I'm filming this on the Monday. But hey, I've finished 3 books this week, so I'm pretty happy with myself. I'm really getting into a good reading groove at the moment. But let's put this into the planner and finish up with some deco pieces that will be very pretty. Okay, here is the finished spread, and she looks so pretty. Oh gosh, we actually have a ton of deco in here. This might be easier for me to do off camera because look how many pieces. But you know how I usually do my deco. I just put it all through these boxes, especially where I have blank spaces to fill them in. But that is a finished spread. I think it turned out so pretty. I'm glad I switched to the orange foil. I think it makes it even more autumn fall-y. But yeah, so that was my week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below how was your week, maybe some autumn leaves if you finish this video. But otherwise, thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I love you. Bye bye.